New York City, 8,804,190 just became 8,804,193 as two of Chicago's very own and their dog make the jump from the Windy City to the Big Apple.
Bro, let me tell you how hyped I am to finally be living in New York City. After traveling here 7 times in the last 4 years, we finally made the big decision to move to Brooklyn, New York, and we couldn't be happier. This past month and a half has felt so long because it's full of new experiences, learning how to be true New Yorkers. So we're gonna share that experience with you as we take you around Manhattan. In fact, this is the first day that we've had, because we've been so busy, to actually enjoy New York City like the new residents that we are. So make sure you finesse that like button, because we're also gonna give you 5 reasons to move to New York City. Ya tú sabes. Reason number 1 to move to New York City is for that big city lifestyle. New York is one of the truly walkable cities in this country. Personally, I love the big city lifestyle. The conveniences from having corner stores, everything you need within a 15-minute walk of your house. Public transportation. Most of the time when you hear about NYC public transit in the media, it's gonna be on a very sour note. So let me be a beacon of positivity amongst all the filth and say, I really appreciate the men and women who drive our public transit in this city, from the subways to the buses to the ferries. I find them very convenient, extremely reliable for the most part. And yes, there are characters that you will encounter, but hey, what's a little, entertainment while you get to where you gotta go? Living in a big city, you're gonna have that hustle and bustle, the energy from day to day, not just from fellow residents, but also the international tourists that are pouring in here on a day-to-day basis. You've also got new services, pop-up shops, lots of shopping. Seems like every single brand has an outpost here in the Big Apple. And that's great, because you know what? I love shopping, and I'm gonna take y'all later on a little shopping trip because I need to get a few things. Down a little bit. Alright, it'll be more cinematic. I spent half my life in Miami, half my life in Chicago, so I know a thing or two about diversity, but NYC amps it up a million times over. I remember the first time I really noticed the diversity, I was in Queens eating at Rosa's Pizza, and when I was done with my pizza, I took a look around and I'm like, Queens is really, really diverse. When you hear that word diversity, you may think racially diverse, ethnically diverse. Yes, that's true. But you see a diversity in background. You see a diversity in age. I actually walk around my neighborhood and see students, which I didn't see a lot in Lincoln Park, Chicago, because they were always getting kind of shuttled to and from. But the students here actually hang out. You see older folks. Go to any subway platform and you're likely gonna see such a cornucopia of different types of people. It's one of the things that truly makes this city magical, and it feels like you're really part of a larger tapestry, if you will. People here don't dress the same, they don't speak the same, they don't act the same. And that contributes to New York being a place where you can be yourself, you can reinvent yourself. There's so many people that are just truly living their authentic selves, and that contributes to the diversity. Instead of people trying to blend in, you have people trying to stand out. If you truly consider yourself a serious foodie, well, that's reason enough to move to New York City. Personally, I've been refining my palate over the last few years, dining in all sorts of restaurants for the sake of this channel. As a matter of fact, if you are new to Gusto Nation, be sure to check out our New York City playlist because we've got lots of highly refined restaurant recommendations. We're not the type of content creators that just go anywhere and everywhere to pack on 30, 40, 50 pounds. What do you even say at this point about the food in New York City? You're not even limited to restaurants anymore, as there are pop-ups, you've got private chefs where you can only order through Instagram, you've got food trucks, food halls, high-end, low-end, every country, every cuisine, every price point, a slice of pizza to duck prosciutto. We just left a cheese shop here in Greenwich Village. Not a lot of places where you're gonna find a cheese shop with 500 different types of cheeses. And the food culture here is amazing because you can grab food, take it to a park, eat it on the side of the street, enjoy the ambience of New York City. Not only have I done that for the channel, but I've done that just, when the cameras stop rolling. I'm really, really excited for our food adventures over the next several years here in New York. So bring on the yummies.
One more time.
Not worth
Worth it.
The next reason to move to New York City is for the sheer amount of things to do. No matter where your interests lie, no matter what combination of likes that you have, you're gonna find plenty of things to do. Me, I like working out and getting cultured, so I belong to 2 gyms, one with all the equipment I could ever ask for, and then one in the cellar of my apartment building. There are also plenty of museums, from history to art, and once you are a New York resident, a lot of these museums become free or pay what you wish. There are lots of parks. You like live music, live comedy, musicals, that's all here for you. And it's not just having to fork over a lot of money to see shows or things to do. There are plenty of free things. You just have to know where to look. And once you are living in New York, all that stuff is gonna reveal itself to you. Matter of fact, right now we're still on the budget tip, so we're trying to find free things to do, whether it be a comedy show or just chilling in the park with Rowdy. Today, we're just walking all around Manhattan, enjoying free things to do, like Chelsea Market, like the High Line, Little Island, and enjoying the architecture here in downtown. So no matter what you like to do, you're gonna find it here in NYC. The most compelling reason to move to New York City is if you want to be the very best, like no one ever was. As a content creator, I wanted to move from Chicago to New York. Now that I've got a few years under my belt, I've honed my craft, I've built a small following, I know which direction I want to take my personal brand. New York City is the mecca of content creation and YouTubing as it stands in 2023, and it feels incredible to be amongst the pantheon of YouTubers who are making it big in the Big Apple. And it's not just content creation. There are many artists, comedians, actors, all in New York trying to be the very best. The opportunities to showcase your talents, network with other creative types is just unmatched here in New York City. And trust me, I know. Walking these streets on a day-to-day basis, seeing the art, the fashion, feeling that energy, it just really has elevated my content creation to a new level. And I'm so hyped for what the future holds. And that's why I'm here in New York City, to be the best. I thrive in that competitive environment. I want to know that if I'm creating a video about the best pizza slices in New York, that 25 other people are releasing a similar video on the same day. Steel sharpens steel, competition breeds greatness, and I'm ready for all of that. And if you want to be the very best at what you do, chances are you'll get an opportunity to do so here in the Big Apple.